What's up, guys? This is Desert Armory and More. How's it going? I am trying to get my subscription little counter thing up, but for some reason it's having problems. Give me a few. Update version. Okay, it's not letting me do that. So I did get some Dove. I got 10. I could not find 2 of them. So we're going to have to do something else instead. We don't have our, what do you call it? Our subscription counter here. So let's see. We got one person in the chat. I don't know if I'll be able to type. I'll be able to see, but I won't be able to type. So I did get some Dove. And I don't know if this is legit to do on YouTube or not, to cut up meat. So we'll find out. Anywho, we shall find out. So, we got one person in the chat. How are you guys doing? Let's get my trash can ready over here for my garbage. How is everybody doing? There's only one person in the chat, unfortunately, it looks like. What's up? Why is there only one person in the chat? I always have way more than this in here. Let's see here. We'll see if I can figure out how to do this. There we go. Make a little pile back there. Put those in the sink. Oh boy, it looks like nobody showed up. Nobody's showing up. Hello folks, Desert Armory and More here. How's it going, guys? We hunted our last day for some Dove here and we got some. So we're cleaning them up. Hopefully that's legal on YouTube. I have no idea. So that's what we're going to do. Where's that other Dove that I already got? There we go. 3 of you in the chat. 3 of you in the chat. How's it going, folks? Desert Armory and More here. How is it going? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. A blessed evening, right? If you guys are putting stuff in the chat, it's not coming up, unfortunately. Let me clean my hands off and let me see. Okay, someone did say something. Unfortunately, I can't read it. I think you said hi. Oh, thank you. Is this allowed to cut up meat on YouTube Lives? So I did a dove hunt and I finally was able to get something this afternoon. I don't know if it's allowed or not. Yeah, right? Who knows, folks? Who knows? I know people use knives on it, on lives, but don't know about this. Oh, thanks. I was like, well, I'm sure you guys wouldn't mind watching. So I got 10 of them tonight. I would have got more, but I lost 2 of them. So technically I only have 8. Only 8. I have no clue, but I'll check for you. Okay. Thank you much, brother. Yeah, I have no idea. Might be, it might not be. I figured if it isn't, they'll shut me off. Right? Hey, what's up? 44 Carbine, Desert Armory and More here, guys. We did some dove hunting tonight. I should have did that a long time ago. Dove hunting in the evening. Way better. Way better. This is the first time I did dove hunting. Sorry, second. So if I'm making a racket and a mess, I'm putting these up. That's why. I don't know what I'm doing. Even if you're allowed to do this, I have no idea. When's supper? Well, we're cutting up some dove. There's some decent sized ones. The first one I got was a dinky little baby, and it wasn't a mourning dove, or a whitetail, I mean. It was something else. My dog wants to come in, but they can't come in. Not right now. They can't come in right now. So yeah, if I'm doing something wrong, you can hardly see what I'm doing anyways because the chat's in the way. Guys, welcome to Desert Armory More. This is the hunting part of it, I guess you want to say. Just tonight, I did some dove hunting. So we're cleaning out the birds right now. Don't know if that's legal on YouTube or not. We'll find out. If they shut us off, now we know. I mean, I see people messing with knives and swords and all sorts of stuff, so. We shall see. Wanted to get back as soon as I could because I wanted to not get them hard. I'm sure there's an easier way to get these cleaned up than I'm doing. Or a quicker way. But yeah, I got 10, but 2 of them I couldn't retrieve. I couldn't find them. They blend in the dirt so much. Yeah, you never know with YouTube. Glad you were able to get something. Yeah, I know. I was like, I gotta go tonight. It's like I don't want to waste my bird stamp. Other than the bird stamp will be legal until next June, and so I'll be able to do quail in October 1st through February, and then dove again in I think it's beginning of November to January. Lives rules are weird, man. Yeah, I know, right? I stick away my neighbors. They did all my cooking. Well, if they were illegal, just like if I go into another country illegal, it's wrong. It's breaking the law. Did you hunt in a sunflower field? Yeah, I know, right? No, I didn't. It was next to a pond. I'll post more stuff. I was able to post one while I was headed out, but then it didn't work very well because my battery died and it was horrible signal, so I didn't want to send. But I'll post some more here shortly after the live here. But I wanted to get these cleaned up here before they get too hard on me. I wasn't too far away, so I decided not to field dress them. I did 2 of them. I field dressed 2 of them. But about 5 o'clock is when all the birds started coming out, like piles of them. Like if I had a lot of time, like if I wasn't worried about finding the dove and having someone else look for them, I could have got my limit quick. Like it's 15 a day, 45 total. So I got 10, couldn't find 2 of them. Wish I had a retriever dog. They were American citizens, but from Mexico. I doubt that, Gizmo. They wouldn't have taken them off. They might have took them to check their paperwork, but I doubt if they're getting deported, if what you're saying is true. Hey, Lisa, what's up? Do y'all know what the most dangerous weapon in the world is? A hungry and cranky mother-in-law. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes, that would be my dad's mother-in-law, my mom's mom. That is how she is. She is someone who needs the Lord, like all of us. Yeah. But hopefully I'm allowed to do this on live. Don't know. don't know, folks. I don't know. There's its little ticker. Anyways, I'm glad I was able to do some hunting after all. Should be released if they are legal. Okay, what shotgun we're using? So last time I knew it wasn't shooter issue. I knew it was gun related. They should release, but doubt they were legal. Maybe on visa and overstayed. Yeah. So I did have last time my Weatherby 20 gauge with number 6 shot and some choke. I don't know. It was a 3-line choke. I don't think it was calibrated right for number 6. So I was like, forget this. When I go next time, I'm going to use my good old faithful Sears and Roebuck M200. That's modeled after the 1200. What do you call it? Remington. I'm super good with that with skeets. I'm like, be no problem. And all the clear shot ones, there was a couple in the trees that I couldn't get to, but all the clear shot ones, there was even one right behind me on the bank of a pond. I leaned back on my back, went like this, pew, got it right there. Hey, what's up, Blossom? Like you said earlier, can't see anything anyway. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. It's way down here in the chat. So it should be fine. But yeah, there was, like I said, I wasn't able to pick all of them up. See, I got that one already. But yeah, there was more than I was thinking. Like, I was like, it's not very good. It's not that great. And then about 4:30, there's a shooting range area down the road, which I'll talk about in a short that I'm going to post. And so he might have scared some of them away from them. And then as soon as I got back, all of a sudden this little one came around. This little dinky one. Huh, there's my donkeys carrying away. But some of these ones I did first are a little bit stiff. Although the first two I actually stripped right away. Mostly. What we got now? Hello from Texas. Hey, Bear, how's it going? We went dove hunting this afternoon, evening. Started about 3:30 maybe. And got 10, but only could reclaim 8 of them. The other 2... I have no idea where they went. Cannot find them anywhere. I looked and looked, and I was starting to run out of daylight, and I'm like, no, I don't want to keep looking for this thing, and then I can't shoot anymore. T's are 2. For what? Hope everyone's having a good day. So far, brother. So far. So far, having a good one. I was just thankful that I finally got some dove. I know there's a better way to do this. I was watching a video how to do it. Debreasting them or whatever. It was on the Game and Fish for Arizona. There's a better way to do this. I'm just a quicker way, a more clean way. That's very similar to how I'm doing it. But then after you get most of the junk off, stick them in cold water. Hey, what's up, I saying? You finally made it. Oh, that's fine. So I'm skinning up some dove here. Most of it you can't see because it's above the, what you call it? It's in the chat. In the chat. Finally made, okay, you already said that. Thanks, guys, for coming to Desert Armory and More. Today's the and more where we're doing some hunting stuff. I'll post some of the little shorts and videos. I think one of them might have finally went through. I was trying to do it while I was over there, but unfortunately it wasn't working and my battery went bad. It died on me. Let's see. Yeah, these things actually aren't too bad to clean out, honestly. You guys ever did dove hunting? Got that dove. I did, brother. I got 8. Well, technically 10. I couldn't find 2 of them. Couldn't find 2 of them. I wish I had another person to watch for me and pick them up. Because I probably could have got 100. But we're not allowed to have that many. Limit in Arizona is 15 a day. Per season is 45. This is the first day I actually able to get something. But yeah, if I didn't have to watch where they landed, that's what happened. I didn't watch where those other two landed very well because I shot a couple in the same area. And so, unfortunately, two of them I couldn't find. I thought almost three, but I was able to find another one a little bit later. It landed next to another one I shot. So I was like, oh, perfect. But anywho, hey, sorry, unfortunately, I can't read your chat there. Hey, Brookside, what's up? Hey, congrats on good harvest. Yep. I didn't quite get my quota. I would have been able to, but unfortunately, we didn't. But thank you. Thank you. So we got 8 of them. Let's see. The smallest one was it's the first one I got. It was a lighter color, some different type. These ones are mourning doves. But I think that one might have been, it wasn't a speckled. Might have been. It was like a pinky color, peaches color, what do you call it? Oh, there's a skeeter zooming around. Get out of here, buddy. We don't need you to bite me up. It was the littlest one. Let's see if I can find that one. It's a little, look at that little dinky one. That's its breast meat, teeny little thing. Compared to the rest of them, this is one of the bigger ones. Look at that. Hey, authorized personnel. What's going on, brother? Where's my towel? Let me scroll up. I didn't see what you guys were saying there, unfortunately. I heard that was delicious. Yep. Thanks. Could you drop the fell on who? I didn't furlong. Feelong? Anyways, gotta go, brother. Okay, thanks for coming in, Sane. Appreciate it. Wanted to do some hunting myself just to find a place I can afford. It's just crazy to find an affordable place without driving out over 5 hours away. Yeah, which is tough when I'm on call and work. Oh, felon. Okay. You had one, so you were able to remove yours, you're saying. Oh, that one. Okay. I remember that one now, yeah. Is that the one that he was running away from the cops? And we're like, you don't do that. And then he said he was running away because of his PTSD or whatever it's called. Right? That's probably the one. Yeah, okay. I'm glad they were able to figure that out. They didn't hold it against him too heavily. Let's see, folks. Let's see. Get this cleaned up. I decided just to clean them at home. If I get home soon enough, it would be fine. They won't get too stiff on me. At least I didn't think so. Let's see. Legally, too, after you clean them up, if you do field dressing, you got to leave one wing on. Usually the one that's unbroken, preferably. It's just easier to maneuver. I got this. Now there's a fly zooming around in my face. I served 6 years in the Army. Yeah. I remember something of the sorts. All right, is that all of them? Let me see. Let me count the birds themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's one more in there. Oh no, here it is. 8. All right. 1, 2. That one didn't get skinned very well, so it's not as pretty looking. That must have been like the second one I did. The first one I did in the field, or second one I did in field dressing, because it wasn't as clean. Clean up that garbage on it. Yeah, what you guys got going today, folks? What do you have going today? Let's see. What's your preferred gauge? Okay, so this is the first time I actually ever went hunting. I mean, well, a couple Saturdays ago, actually. And so I thought, oh, for dove, I'll use a 20 gauge. That should be fine. My Weatherby 20 gauge should be great. Well, this one's the biggest one. Wow, that's a nice size. But unfortunately, that one was not, that one wasn't, what do you call it? The choke on it wasn't good for the rounds I was using, number 6. So I was missing every single one of them. And I was like, I know it's not a operator error because I'm a good shot with skeets. And so I used my Sears and Roebuck 12 gauge with number 6 shot, or sorry, number 7.5 this time. Every one that I took my time on and a tree wasn't behind and it wasn't too far, because there was some I shot that were really far. Some of them I was surprised I got. I got them because I'm not to brag, but I am really good with skeets. Let's see. Palmetto had a 28 gauge semi-auto with, 28 gauge though. Isn't that kind of hard to find ammo for? I mean, it's not as hard as 16 probably, or 24. That one's almost obsolete, other than buying brass cases, which that's what I've done. All right. Let's see if we can clean up the sink a little bit more. Put these in the water. That in there. Yeah, I've never cleaned dove before. I've done lots of butchering, as in like I worked at a slaughterhouse of grass-fed beef, so I did lots of beef. Like not cut into the meat size, but like what do you call it? I did wrapping of meat, but I also did the slaughter part of it, killing them and then cutting them into quarters. So honestly, since I'm so good at 12 gauge, I just went to 12 gauge with 7.5, and it was a breeze. Like, it was like towards the end there, I could have shot way more, but the sun went down. Arizona's rule is you can't hunt after the sun's down for dove. You can hunt before it's up, a half hour before the sun's up. Let's see, let's clean this off. But as soon as the sun goes down, you have to pick up for dove at least. What we got here? Fenzant guns. Yeah, 28 maybe wood. Fenzant says bigger than a dove though. You'd think you'd want like number 6 or number 4 shot for pheasant. All right, so it goes over there. Okay, we only use the scissors out of this thingy. This butchering animal cleanup case thing. All right, let's clean out the sink. Pick up the feathers all out of it.
Feathers? Would you like some feathers, mate?
How long did you hunt today? Okay, so today, I'd have to look at the video. Did you see the one video I posted? Did it finally go through? It might have. I'm not sure if it did or not. I was trying to post it out in the desert, but it was very little signal. And so it just ran my battery down. Thankfully, I got some videos of some other stuff. But I didn't get any pictures of the doves themselves. You know how you have to shoot them. So I would say I probably hunted from like 3... no, just chest. Okay, I might still be trying to download. Who knows? Or I might have to redo it. Because it stopped since it ran out of cell service and died because the phone died. I would say, let's see, I shot from probably 2:45, 3 o'clock maybe, till, let's see, probably 6:30 maybe, 6:25 roughly is when the sun went down. I believe Texas has the same rule, half hour before sunrise and stop at sundown. Yep, same. And then someone had the audacity, as soon as, see, ours is September 1st is dove season here. So as soon as September 1st winds around, you know, just expect to hear gunshots. That's Arizona and a lot of other states. Well, there's someone complaining in one of the social media places called Nextdoor. They're all like, "Oh, well, they started shooting at way too early. They're not supposed to start until 6:03." Someone's like, "Well, how do you know 6:03? Where'd you get that figure, oddball?" And so I'm researching. I'm like, no. The law is they can actually start a half hour before sunrise. And sunrise was about 6:03, maybe even a little earlier because it was before the sun started going down a little more. So it probably is about 5:45. No, it's probably more like 5:55. The sun came up that day on September 1st. So they technically could have been doing it at what? 5:25 in the morning. She's all complaining. And so a lot of us were like, get over it. There's only a hunting season for dove once or twice a year. And I said, some of us were like, you're the same person that complains when it's 4th of July and people are firing fireworks in the neighborhood. Get over it. It's a one-time thing. Definitely a Karen. Right? Okay, no more there. I was looking to see if any more came in. Messages. It's hard to get all these little feathers out without letting them go down the drain because they're just the right size that they'll zoop down because they're not chicken feathers. I don't have a strainer. Let's see if I can keep most of them out because otherwise it's going to bog down my... Get stuck in the drain. I can clean it if need be. We're getting most of them. The bulk, as they say. A lot of them got stuck in the little thing. Anyways, a little crisscross. So, let's rinse out the sink some more. What do we got? Hey, radio, George, what's up? Bear. Yeah, I know, that's just retarded, right? There's the lady calling out on New Year's Eve, crashing the system at midnight. Yep, because she's probably like, it's past now. You can't shoot. It's past New Year's. Right. Like if someone would do it New Year's Day until past midnight, and then she'd be like, Here, guys, I'll let me clean one of these off a little bit more, and I'll show you the dove meat here. So let me see if I can stack it according to size. Might be able to do that. Kind of give you... I don't have something to weigh them, just by visuals. We'll just do by visuals here. It's a visual effect. I mean, you're allowed to cut like beef and stuff online because people cook online. All right, guys, let's bring this in. Today's Mexico Independence Day. Oh yeah. All right, guys, there they are. Whoa, let me turn this around. All right, let me flip this around, guys. There we go. Oh, I got something on the lens. Let's clean that off, folks. Hey, that's better. Yeah, there we go. So this is the biggest one. I don't remember which one that one was. We're able to get, look at that one. That was a baby. He's a different breed, too, this one. We'll see how they taste. They're not too bad to clean up, thankfully. Yep. Every year at midnight, Houston 911 gets overwhelmed. You end up calling back numbers for an hour to make sure no emergencies. Meanwhile, real emergencies could go through. Yeah, right. Next time, use a colander to keep the feathers from going down the drain. Yeah, I actually have one of those little screen things. I just don't know where it is. Those are doves. These are doves. I know that looks like a little heart, right? It's not red enough, though. These are doves. This is about, I'd say these are average size here. That one's a little big, and it's a little darker meat. That's going to be some good eating there, folks. We'll probably bread them and fry them more than likely, like deep fry. Somewhere a bride is crying. Folks. All right, let me put you back on the stand. I'll have to flip the camera around so I can still see the chat. If I put it high enough. Whoops, sorry guys, that's probably really loud in your ears. Yum yum, yeah, yum yum, get you some. Oh yeah. Okie dokie. Yum yum, get you some. Where'd that washcloth go? Here it is. Get some soap and water.
Some soap and water on it, mate.
Whoa, we went way down there. There we go. It's dove. George, it's dove. These are white. No, these are mourning doves, and I don't know what this one was. A different one. That was the first one I got. It was a little baby. Yeah, they were dove. Someone's jamming out there with some heavy bass. You hear boom, 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 boom. Yep. Well, they didn't pull the live yet. Probably after I post it, they will, right? I didn't wear my hat. I forgot to. I couldn't remember where I put my baseball caps. I think they're in my work van. Are they inside my room and I didn't bring them? I forget. Anywho. So I was a little bit warm towards the end because I was getting that afternoon evening sun at an angle. Alrighty. Of course, we got the good old faithful in the corner over there. She came with me. Oh, okay, and to be honest, seems pretty hummus. Oh, yummy. I suppose we'll find out. I haven't had Dove in a long time. My uncle used to hunt him on our back property years ago. The back property of our, we had like an acre and a quarter or something. We knew the owner of the ranch, and so we get permission to shoot back there and walk and all sorts of stuff. So he would go ahead and hunt dove back there. I'm not sure how many I should put per. These are pretty. Maybe I'll just put all of them in one bag. I don't know. I can put 4 per bag. That'll work. My autocorrector is, yeah, probably because it's used to typing Spanish, and so it's messing it all up. I know sometimes mine does that if I have it selected to type Spanish. It'll mess up the autocorrector. Although you can make it so it does both. All right, let's put those in the freezer.
In the freezer, mate.
And let's put these ones in the freezer. 10 of you in the chat. Definitely slow, probably because they didn't see guns and they're like, nope. I mean, I only got, I think, 15 or 20 the most people in the chat. Let's see here. Those are definitely little guys right there. Let's see, we got a docile fly, 2 of them, being little retards. Oh, they're going to shut me down for saying that word. Oh, wasn't too bad. Clean up the little feathers that fell on the ground. I didn't think it goes too bad. Alrighty. Garlic with, let's see, with some salsa marked with smoked tomatoes. Ooh, that sounds good. Let me scroll back down. What did that say? Tacos, yummy with lemon and some green sauce, like tomatillos. Yeah, that would be good. With some salsa marked with smoked tomato onion. Dude, that sounds good. What's your thoughts on a Remington 1001? I inherited one and thought I could give it a go. Yeah, they're interesting looking. I haven't seen them in a while myself. I have a Remington 1200. I actually brought that last time I hunted, but I didn't have birdshot in it. I had number 4. That's all I brought with me. I should have brought the smaller stuff, and I only shot at 1 anyways after that. I would think it's good. I like my 1200. It's actually the exact same as my Sears and Roebuck 200. I thought it was a 1200 as well, but it's a 200. I kind of messed up on that one, but it's the same model, supposedly. Oh, let's see, folks. I know sometimes, like with YouTube, they don't like seeing blood, so they got to black it out or whatever. George says, well, tomorrow my recovery is over and I'm going to be back in work. Perfect. Oh, I just stuck it in the freezer, brother. Zeus. They're not frozen yet, obviously. I should have took a picture of them. I'll put the bigger ones out again. So I got 10. I recovered 8 of them. The other 2 I couldn't find. I'll just put them all out right here real quick. The other 2 I couldn't find. I looked and looked and I was running out of daylight. I'm getting them out for you, brother. Tack llama. Okay. Tactical llama? Is that what you mean? Alright, there you go. So this is the biggest one. Good eating there. It looks almost like a heart. This is the smallest. It was actually the first one I got. It's a different type of dove, this one. Teeny little thing. It just landed and I popped it off. But most of them, the meat's undamaged, but this one, I think this one's got a hole right there. The rest, I think, are pretty good. I think that went straight on through, too. So the rest are real good. Some of them were still alive a little bit. So I just pull their neck and bloop, pop them off, No, I just show them the pistol right there that I had when I was hiking, when I was shooting. Just put it in their face and go, die or else. Yeah. Off yourself or else. Yep, we're gonna eat those. What part of the dove is that? That's all the whole breast meat. All its chest, and they're dark meat through and through. So, pulled their neck and whoop. Yeah, because some of them aren't dead all the way, so you just got to go over there and grab them, and then like you do with a rabbit. There's a couple ways you can do rabbits and chickens. Some people do that with chickens. They'll grab their neck and just go boop. Or with rabbits or chickens, they'll swirl them like this with their head in their hand. Let me take a picture of that with my tablet. My tablet I don't have out right now because the counter for my subscription says it needs updated, but at the same time, when you go to update, it's like not even there. So I don't know what's going up with it. My brother-in-law, I'm helping him out tomorrow building a shed because they just moved in the area. He's wondering if I got a Milwaukee M18 charger. I do. I got lots of them. Oh, you're touching more stuff. Yeah. Did you say you used number 6? No, I used actually 7.5 on these. With a 12 gauge, 7.5 worked perfect. Maybe 8 would too, but I'm like, well, I use 7.5 on clay pigeons, and I'm really good on that one. I'm touching more stuff. Be like the Charlie Brown when he asked. No, it wasn't. It was Family Circus. One of them asked his mom, "Hey, Mom, can I have a cookie?" It's like, "Yep, whatever one you touch, you got to eat." And so his hands are a blur all over the cookies. He touched every one of them. So I got to touch all of them because I'm going to eat all of them. Germs. So trigger, I just put 90%. Isopropyl also on my hands. What, are you a little gross on? I mean, this is the clean stuff. This is the clean stuff right here, bro. They're cleaned up, ready to bread and fry in the pan. We're going to freeze them. We are going to... Oh, I was going to take a picture of them.
Before we put them away again, I forgot.
All right, clean my camera lens on my tablet here. All right, folks, take a picture of this. I know it looks kind of funny. It's a little more grainy because it's not as nice as the camera on this thing. There we go. All right, let's put them back in the bag now. Let's see. Lisa's laughing. Yeah, that was a pretty funny, at least I thought, Family Circus. Whatever one you touch, you gotta eat. And his hands are all over every one of them. Wouldn't make meat food till this year. We mean. And the other one says, I wash my hands at least 20 times while cooking a pork chop. I'm a wuss. So you wouldn't do good in getting your hands all bloody when you're doing butchering cows. I butchered a lot of cows. I can't even count how many cows I butchered. Probably 400 maybe. I wouldn't doubt it. We'd do about six every Wednesday, and I worked there from 16 to 20. So I don't know what that would end up being. Plus, we did some other days too. As well as there's sometimes I butchered before I even started working there at this grass-fed beef ranch. Let's see. I didn't start dealing with raw meat till recently. Okay, gotcha. What do we got? The only time I ate anything, even like hamburgers that we made, my lady had to touch me. Okay. Uh-oh. I wonder if they would air fry good. Maybe. I got an air fryer over there, a sur la table. Yeah, no, I don't do germs. I have no immune system. For reals? Or you're just saying that? Because I know there is some people that don't have very good immune systems, so they have to stay away from certain stuff. And if there's anybody sick, obviously, they got to make sure they stay away from all that stuff. I don't have my table set up any different than yesterday, unfortunately, because I got home and started the bird in the live right away. So my room's exactly set up how it was before, folks. Which is fine, right? It's good stuff. Any gun's good. Although I'm really hungry. I'm hungry. Alright, I'm going to move everything over to the room over there. Give me a bit. I guess I could make it a little less crowded. Let's see here. Hey, Fly, what's up? Few words in Russian, bro. I do not know any Russian words, unfortunately. We just got done cutting up some dove. We did a dove hunt. Yeah, it's past the CF. Okay. I just OCD obsessively wash my hands 24 times a day, about every 30 minutes, even if I don't handle anything gross. Okay. Flynn's. I have to keep looking up to see the bottom there of what you're saying. Let me pick up these bags. Put those away. All right, I'm going to reverse you to my stove. I know it looks ugly, right? Because I got to pick something up that's on the counter. That YouTube don't like. Alright guys, sorry about that. Had to rearrange some stuff. Let's see what you guys are saying over here. Whistling is illegal. Well, I guess I break the law all the time because I'm a whistler. Some of my customers say something about that I'm a whistler. They can always know where I'm at. Let me put you to the ceiling for a little bit, or at least down like this, because I gotta. There we go. Okay, look at the ceiling. Hey guys, I gotta go get my stand and plug the phone in. Give me a bit again, if you don't mind. Of course, I'm a little bit happy too, you know, because I got stuff finally. Ooh, that was nice. Finally got some stuff, right? All right, folks, now to the goodies of the day, right? Let's see. Whistling while you work. All the time, brother, all the time, because God's good. Hey, Camden, you came right in time. I just got into the room with the guns. I've been on for about 40-something minutes. We just cleaned up some dove. Just whistle while you work. That's how I had them fly 5 fried. Philly 5. Okay. Where'd that go? Hey, Alex, what's up, brother? I didn't change a whole bunch on the table because I just got back from shooting some doves and then cleaned them up on the live here. And then rearranged a little bit of them. Added a couple, took a few away, left a few. Just don't whistle Dixie. I don't even remember how that goes. Is that the one that was on Dukes of Hazzard? Or something. What is that long gun on the bottom? The revolver or this? That's a shotgun, a semi-automatic. If you're talking about that, looks like a Sega. It's a 12 gauge shotgun, semi-automatic. It looks like an AK actually, but the charging bolt's on the other side. That sounds really fun. I wish I could do something like that. Yeah, I finally was able to get some. Hey, what's up? Big up from French military. How you doing, Neil? Welcome to the chat. This is Desert Armory and More. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate you. If you'd like this type of stuff, double tap that screen. We got all sorts of stuff. Lever actions, military, some shotguns over there. Ammo. That's mine. Can't have any of it. Sorry. My Clone MP5. The part is shipped for that. It's coming. And then I've got some double barrels and some other oddballs in the back right there. Anywho. Yeah, Sega had a large AK and 12K. So it might be made by the same company. That originally is sold at Atlantic Firearms. It's called a DDI or something like that. What's your opinion about HK416 and FAMAS? Don't know, brother. Never seen one. Don't know what that is. It's from the Confederate. It's an actual song, but it's bad. Now IG Low can play Dixieland on banjo. Surprised you don't have your table out. Table out? What do you mean table out? This is the table right here. And there's my half gallon of milk because I'm thirsty as ever. Well, a bunch of companies make clones. Yeah, possibly, yeah. I have normally that one's in the corner. I don't know if I've ever had that on the table. Maybe once. Here's the big old 10 mag that I have. I have a 10, a 5, and I think maybe a 8 or something like that. Sorry. The gun shop I work at got an original Winchester 87 lever action shotgun in 10 gauge. Okay, so brother, that one in the corner over there is the remade one, the 1910. Sorry, the 1901 10 gauge. Where's this gun shop? Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. And how much is it? Because mine was a steal, although it was missing. My tablet. Unfortunately, the counter, what do you call it? The subscription counter needed an update. And when I went to update it, acted like it was not even available. So mine was missing the wood and the bead sight. So I got it cheaper. But here, come to find out, the firing pin snapped too. So now I got to take it all apart and put a new firing pin in it. I mean, it's still worth a lot of money. I mean, that one, if I fix it all up, it's like almost $1,800 probably. Yeah, let me see if that tablet, if I can find anything about it. Be right back. Yeah, it's weird because it says it needs updated. There's a new version of this app available, and I click update, and it goes to some video downloader. So it's like, okay, so what I should do is uninstall it and then reinstall it, I guess. Well, how much is it? Yeah, we keep asking, right? We just got it in today, not priced yet. That was like mine. It just came in. The guy's like, hey, we got one of these things in. I think you'd like it because they know I like old guns and oddball stuff. They showed it to me and they're like, we could put your name on it to save it. That way you'll be the first one once it's available. I said, yes, put my name on it. Well, at first he's like, we'll just put your name on it. I'm like, sure, why not? And so then once it came available, I got it for $7.50 cheeseburgers. I believe so. Bro, come to Bristol. We just don't have enough guns like that. Okay, mate. Right on. Thank you very much for coming by. There is M1887. Welcome, though Horrocks Gaming 123. How are you doing? Don't think I've seen you in here. Yes, my lever action is the Winchester 1901. Correct. And it's made in 1901. That was the first year they made that model, and that is the first one. Now, I don't know if it's number one of 1901, but it is a 1901 year as well. If you look up the serial number. So in that way, it's special. What am I trying? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Let's see if I can find where this is, folks. Another subscription counter, whatever they call those thingamabobbers. Let's see here. Subscription. There we go. Widget. If I'm spelling widget right. If RPK exists. RPK? Isn't there such a thing? Subscription counter widget. Where's this at? Stock widget. Let's see. I think I need to put YouTube subscription widget. There we go. I think that's what I put last time. Here we go. Subscription counter. I think this is the new one. Install. It looks the same, but I think it's the new version. It wouldn't let me just update it. Yeah, what are you trying to say? AXA. I don't know. Guys, if you're new to the channel, this is Desert Armory More. Thanks for coming by. We do shorts of shooting, shorts of hunting. I'm gonna post some. Yeah, it's weird. I just downloaded it, a new version, and it still says update now. So I click update now, and it just goes to this thing, a video downloader. So they must not even have it anymore. Oh, now it came up. Favorites. Let's see if I can open one. We are looking for me. Okay, what'd you put here? I know you have an AK-47. Have you ever shot the SKS? Yes, I have. At least once, I think. Only once, maybe twice. Bro, I would treat you to a barbecue and delicious one or beer. I would take the barbecue. I do not drink. I would take some Coke, like some Coca-Cola or some Pepsi or Mountain Dew. Yeah, the RPK is a long AK made to be a IMG made in 2 calibers, 5.39. Oh, nice. You have a Winchester 1895 and 405 Winchester that was made in 2009 to commemorate Theodore Roosevelt's 1909 African Safari. Wow. I guess you don't have a laptop. I have a laptop, but I don't have Wi-Fi here. I would have to do a hotspot off of my tablet or my phone. Let's see if I can find me. It only came up with Micah's little thing. Let's see if I can redo it here. Desert Armory and More. We'll do it capitalized like it's supposed to be. Oh, what we got here? LMG or light machine gun. How come it's not coming up with my channel when I type it in? Favorites, nothing in there because I re-downloaded it. That is weird. It's not coming up with my channel on here. At Desert Armory and More. It only pops up with Micah for some reason. Update later. No, we don't want to update it. See, I need to bleach my eyes. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm wondering why too. There was an RPK, an RP-47, and further dude snot rocketed into his hand and ate it. OMG. Me? No, not me. That's weird. I can't find myself on this one anymore. Let's see if there's any more sub counters. Widgets. That was like the only one I found last time. Subscription manager. This other live action scroll. Oh, bleh. That's just gross. You do that when you're alone, right? How come I can't find myself? This makes no sense, folks. Dude had his teeth filed down in his shark teeth with Joker makeup. The little things that you give nightmares, right? Bleach would hurt. Yeah, I know. So, here's the counter. I put my name in. Let's see. Need the @ symbol. At Desert Armory and More. Just like that. That's my name. And when you search it, it comes up with Micah because he made like a little subscription for me. That's the only one that comes up because it's mentioned in something he made for me, like a live play edit or something. A short edit thingy. Let's see if I do without the @. There we go. Without the @ it works. There we be. There we go. I got 1 subscription because earlier it was 810. Thanks to whoever gave that to me. All right, let me put this over here. We'll stick the subscription counter here. It still says it needs an update, but yet you can do not now, but then when you push update, it doesn't work. Something is wrong with it. I don't have my fan in here. It's not too hot. Let's see. Did the chat die again? Hey, 32 of you in here. Thanks for coming by, guys. Desert Armory More here. We just did a dove hunt and we got 10. Our limit was 15, but we're running out of light, as well as I only could recover 8, unfortunately. I could not get the other 2. I looked and looked and looked, and light was getting away, and I'm like, I can shoot a couple more, and so I got 2 more, but then that other one I couldn't get either, so yeah. I like what you got on, bro. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so this is it right here. This is my hunting rig. Hey, guys. So this is called King's Outdoor World. This is called Desert Shadow in the King's brand. It's a nice, slightly higher grade than like some hunting stuff, but I was able to get it pretty cheap. This is more of like a fleecy flannel, so it's kind of hot. But yeah, it's called King's Desert Shadow. So it's perfect for around here because this blends into the desert pretty well. But if I would go a little bit higher elevation where it has some oaks, which has a little bit of oak on here, it would blend in perfect. So like when I do my deer. And the pants are the same. I also have a pullover jacket that's like a windbreaker, not 100% waterproof, but it would shed water some. That one as well is a little bit of black on it, but it also has this as well. I thought it was nice. But anyways, we will put you back over here. His name was Panda the Torture Clown. Oh, dude, that comes across mine too. If it's the one I'm thinking of. That's really nice, man. And you use that when you go out hunting. I did, yes. Today, as well as what was that? Not last Saturday, but the Saturday before that. Man, Desert Armory, you're just a floating hand and arms. Oh, your torso and legs are invisible. Oh yeah. Why, you wanted to see the goodies? Sorry, can't see the goodies. From my waist down. Getting another glass of milk here, folks. Gonna drink that whole half gallon. No. But yeah, the pants are more of like a, oops, sorry, I went the wrong way there. The pants are more of like a, almost like a Dickies material, I'd say. Milk is good for the bones. I drink it all the time. And then the jacket, I'd say it's this material somewhat. I'd say it's in between the fleece and the shirt, which is, I mean, the pants. Oh, I need to get my fan in here. It's a little stuffy. Hey, Mr. Planticus, how you doing? Let me be back. I'll come right back here. Need to plug my fan in. A little warm in here, folks. This shirt's that fleece stuff, so it's warm. 29 of you in the chat. Double tap that screen, folks. We'd appreciate it. If you like 2A stuff, if you like hunting, if you like shooting, if you like exploring mines and all sorts of stuff, R.I.P. Dubs. Yep. They're going to be good eatings, I'm sure. If you like that type of stuff, double tap the screen and subscribe. We do lives usually 6 p.m. Arizona time. The next few days probably will still be 7:30 to 8. I wish I could wear lightweight hunting clothes here in the Adirondacks. We, our crew, typically hunt in wool jackets and wool pants. Well, probably because it's in the cooler weather when you end up doing it too. It's going to be November when I do my deer, so this fleece one will be nice. I can't understand people, man. That dude with the meat hook going through his nose and into his mouth is burning into my brain. I think I did see that one time too, and I was like, yeah. All right, let me take these shoes off. These hiking, hunting shoes I have are not good for just standing. They're good for hiking and hunting, but they're horrible for standing. They're my oboes. Had them for like 3 years now, maybe. Ugh. If you want a nice pair of shoes, go with oboes. Let's see the desert feet. These are my Dickie socks. I don't have that many Dickies anymore. Usually I get 511. Did you see the piggies? They were in a wrapper though. They're in a blanket. Oh, you need to wash your hands again. I didn't even touch my feet, dude. I brought my foot up, my leg. I think you need to wash your brain, like you were saying earlier. You couldn't get it out, what you saw earlier. But then you were just so asphyxiated on it, you just couldn't pull away. I'm trying to remember if somebody made any requests even. Let me see. Yeah, actually, Mr. Platius made a suggestion for my 357 mag, and my 2.0 bodyguard Alex wanted to see. But I'm sorry I didn't put that out for you, Mr. Platius, because as soon as I got home, I did the 8 doves, and I have that on live, and then I started it right up, so I wasn't able to. I rearranged some of the guns, took some down, added a couple. So you touched the bottom of this shoe. Actually, I didn't. Or, no, maybe I did when it was in front. Yeah, I might have. Here you go. You're funny. Hey, thanks for the subscription, whoever gave us that one. Appreciate it. I figure we probably won't get much tonight, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I mean, sure, I'd love to hit 1,000 tonight. Wouldn't that be cool? It'd be the most I ever made in a night. The most I did before was 147, 150 in a night. All my pets carry salmonella, but I wash my hands before and after I handle them. Salmonella, isn't that something you wouldn't want them to have? Like, I think that would be sick enough you should not have that animal in your house, even my own. Like, isn't that something you shouldn't even have in your house? My dogs want to come in. All right, puppies, come on. Come on, pups. Come on. Oh, ouch. Calm down, doggies. Calm down. All right, I had to bring my dogs in. He kept scratching the door. Uh-oh, didn't even get to see what he said. What'd Bear say? Terra Tactical, I have never seen you in my chat. I appreciate you coming. At least I don't think so. At least you mentioned anything. How are you doing today? This evening? I think I need to go lick doorknobs to get immune system. Did you play in the dirt when you were little? We did. Snakes eat mice and stuff. Mine eats koala and frogs. So yeah, they can give humans salmonella, but I don't go kicking my sneak. You can mean snake. Have a great night. Got to head to bed. 3:30 a.m. We'll be here before you know it. Yep. Thanks, Bear, for stopping by. I appreciate it. And if you haven't liked, double tap that screen, folks. Appreciate you coming by, Bear. Let's see here. Yeah, we grew up playing in dirt, butchering chickens a little, not a lot. That was when we were a little bit older, as well as I did rabbits. And then when I was older, I did a lot of cows. Well, not older, but quail, not quail. Quail. Okay, gotcha. Quail season's coming up here October 1st. I'm not even sure where, I have not seen one quail my whole day the other day when I was hiking all over the place. And I didn't see one quail today, so I have no idea where the quail hang out. I need to find out. I grew up doing stuff too, but yeah, I was sick a lot. I got worms a lot. Ugh, I had ringworm and pinworms. I know what ringworms are. They aren't fun. Don't know about pinworm. What's all a racket? Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah, it's my dog. She's eating the dog food. Terra Tactical's back. I just found your channel, so I stopped by to say hi. I'm a YouTube. Yeah, I know you are. I see you all the time. You're in Utah Dads, as well as probably Tactical Llama. I've seen you in both of those many times and seen you drop in and say hi and whatnot. I've been doing lives for almost a month now and shorts for about 2 months maybe. Appreciate you coming by. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate that. I believe I am subbed to you, if I recall. If not, let me find your handle. Let's see. Yours is at Terra Tactical. I think I am subbed to you, if I recall. Just on my main account, this one. I have two others that was because I have two other emails. One's my business and the other one's my junk mail. So sometimes if someone needs 2 more subs, I'll use those. I have to hit the hey, good night, and God bless. Okay, Eastern Washington, see ya. Yeah, for real, man. All the germs and parasites make me weird of everything. Thanks for stopping by, Eastern Washington. Appreciate it. I was so confused. I actually left to some other guy's streams. Okay. Confused about what? Planticus. You asked for something the other day, and I'm going to make that happen here. Let me flip the camera. Planticus did. Planticus asked for something the other day, and we are going to make that request happen shortly forthwith. Okay, let's see here. If I can get everything to stay up. If something falls in the live, you better not blame me and say I touched something. All right, Planicus. Let's see. You wanted to see something. You wanted to see this, right? He was ranting about religion. Okay. I wonder which one that is. I might have that one. Bro, we're going to have to link up, chill, maybe have a drink, and go deer hunting, because that's something that I would like to do, so you need to come to Philly. I have a brother in PA, and they just invited me again over there just yesterday. So yeah, you requested to see this, my 357 Magnum, last night, and so there she is. She's the Blackhawk new, so it's able to handle the high-pressure barrel loads that Buffalo Bore makes. Yeah, I mean it's beefy as all get out. Like that's my 45 Cola there, and this thing probably can handle more pressures because if you look at the cylinders, let's see how much. Whoops, sorry guys, getting all mixed up here. Let me see if I can get you off the stand here so you can look at the cylinders. If you look at the cylinders, they're like, I don't know if you can see them there or not, but they're really big, like lots of meat around them, and the barrel's huge. It's bigger than my 45, or about the same. That's good. Maybe we can meet up and chill. I want to go hunting. I want to learn about the licensing and for turkey or something, but I never want to prep the bird and all that. Wish I knew someone else who was. How much would you say it weighs? Don't know. Let me see if we can figure that out, honestly. So she is empty. There. Almost 3 pounds. She's heavy. 2 pounds, 14.25 ounces. Let me see how much my 45 Colt weighs. She's empty too, and I'm pretty sure she's lighter. Oh yeah, she's lighter. She's just over 2 pounds. Look at that. That's crazy. That just shows how beefy that 357 Magnum is. Right? Oh, we got turkeys walking around the suburbs here in Ohio. Pretty random to be in the city and see a big ass bird. Oh, whoops, I just said a bad word. I was just reading it off. I wasn't paying attention. I normally don't say stuff like that. Earlier, someone said damn or something like that, and I don't say stuff like that either, but I did read that one off the other day. Alright, let me shut this off. Yeah, she'd be a beefy one. Pretty random. Oh, no worries. I mean, you guys have freedom of speech. I mean, within reason, right? So, yeah, it's called the new model Blackhawk, so it can handle those really extreme hot loads from Buffalo Bore. That's what I like about that one. It's so beefy. Like I said, she weighs almost 3 pounds. Almost 3 pounds, mate. Let's see, I think I brought all my boxes of number 7.5 with me, so some of those are outside. Let's see here. Trap, skeet, and sporting clays. Does this say anything about Dove on it? These number 8s? Let's see here. Doesn't. Heavy target load. Guess that means they're a little punchier. They'd probably work for Dove. They're number 8. The other ones actually said Dove on them, number 7s. Here's some number 6 12 gauge. They're for Dove and what's that, a little grouse? I think that's a grouse or a pigeon. What do you call those? Not pigeon. Some type of quail. Those are number 6. Upland game birds and sporting clays. I've never used those. I think it's a full box. Yeah, it looks like it. They call them Universal Sixers. Just regular brass. They're not high brass or anything. Just 2 3/4. I forget why I got the number 6. I don't know if I was going to shoot something in California years ago with them. The ones I use today are old shells. I've had them for like 10 or 12 years. Here's a high brass number 6. Some friend gave this to me. He also gave me some nitro ones that I shot. They were green. I might still have those somewhere. Let's see. No, that's a double X high brass. A slug. There's a slug. Oop, screen's going black. That one's a slug. It's a 1 ounce. Let's see, do I have any more back there? I thought I had a green one. There's another high brass. I think that's a number 6 too, this one. But I was using these, except this is a number 8. They were 7.5 Federals. These are number 8s. I was using number 7.5. They were working great. Like even far out, I was like all happy about that. Yeah, I don't know where those ones are. I got one green one. I think that's one of those nitros. They're like super magnums or something. I'm surprised the gun didn't blow up because it's an old gun. Do you have family that are subscribed to your channel? My brother-in-law might end up. My roommate is. My mom and dad just found out I recently had a channel. And same with my brother-in-law. He'll eventually subscribe, I'm sure. My brother in California, I don't think he knows yet unless he found me. And then my brother in Pennsylvania, I have 2 of them over there. I'm sure they would if they knew about it. They'd probably tune in and watch too. Of course, then my brother would make some weird comments about, why you got so many guns? My oldest brother, that's just how he is. I love my brother. Sometimes he's a little interesting. But hey, he's the oldest brother, so he's got that privilege, right? Some are valid. Others are like, let me live my life. You're cracking up, yep. You know how older brothers are, I suppose. If you've had an older brother, he's my oldest. So he always sometimes thinks uniquely and has his mindset that his younger brothers should do the same as him sometimes. We're all our own person, so. All right, I'm back. I had to get something to eat. Grabbing some cheese sticks. I did wash my hands, by the way, Zeus, and one of these whoopie pie thingies, cream pies. I did wash my hands, Zeus, to make you feel better. They're still a little damp. 6 of you in the chat. Wow, it disappeared quick. We didn't have a lot in the first place. That's fine. Wow, this one's really stuck. There we go. What do you want, Skittles? You want to say hi to the camera? Skittles, want to say hi? Hey, Skittles. Hey, buddy. Want a cheese stick? Yeah, he wants that cheese stick. Yes, he does. Yeah. I would love to train him to retrieve those dove for me, but I think he'd be scared of the gunshots because he's a little scared of lightning and thunder. The thunder, not the lightning. Oh, yeah, he's always the best dog. He is my favorite dog I've ever had. The other one's really nice, too, but I can't take her with me on hikes and walks and whatnot.
Oh, Skittles. Oh, you give away free kisses, huh? He's like, no, I want that cheese stick for payment. You gotta give me cheese stick for the kisses.
I've had him about a year. He just showed up in the neighborhood and we thought it was the neighbors. He showed up because my German Shepherd was in heat. And then a pit bull showed up too. They got in a fight and the pit bull tore this doggy up. So I nursed him back to health. He ended up really liking me because I, technically saved his life.
My Skittles.
And nobody owned him around the area, so we claimed him, and Skittles is my best friend, and I'm his. Right? Skittles. The German Shepherd I have was a rescue as well. I just found her wandering around the roads, picked her up. This dog is probably about 5, be my guess. Maybe 6, now that I've had him a year. Now, the other dog, Canella, I've had since 2019, and she was probably 5 or 6 then, so she's like 12 or 13. She's getting on there. I got to get ready for bed. Got to keep a schedule, so I can keep getting up early for my trip down to West Virginia this weekend. You have a duck. I do not have a duck. The best to rescues. Yeah, you know why they're the best? Because they realized that someone was willing to take the time for them and keep them when they were at their worst. Here, Skittles, want some cheese? He loves string cheese, just like his owner. Hi, Skittles. He's a red heeler, Skittles is. He's a smaller one, though. And then Canella's a German Shepherd. Cheese! Yep. I'll bring the camera to him. He's chilling on the floor. Hi, Skittles. Skittles. Want some cheese? Hmm? Good boy.
Good Skittles. Yeah. Good Skittles.
Want some more Skittles? Huh?
Hmm?
There you go. Yep, I know, right? He must have something in the one ear he's flicking it. Skittles, you ready for some more? And then his tail waggles. Yes, that's what some people thought he looked like on my shorts when I was hiking. Here comes Canella. She wants something too. Canella, what do you want? She's a cinnamon German Shepherd. Canella, you want some cheese too? Here you go. There you go. Canella, sit. Canella, sit. Shake. Good girl. Say please. Say please. Yep, see, she's really good. She was already trained like that. When she's to say please, she scrapes her arm on and waves it in the air. And then, yeah, she sits, she'll shake. Skittles will sit most of the time. He doesn't really shake. Canella, yeah, if you say please, she'll wave her hand in the air or hit you with her hand. And then if you say, give me kissy, she'll come up to you and lick your face. Yeah, good doggies. She smelled the cheese. Oh, well, yeah, probably. She just got done eating some dog food in there.
Oh, Skittles. Skittles. Oh.
Yeah, on some of my lives when I was hiking the other day that I posted, they were like, "Is that a fox?" Or we thought it was a fox. Hey, Colt. Haven't seen you in here a while. At least commenting. How are you? How are you doing today, this evening? You missed out. Earlier we actually were doing cutting up some doves. I got some today. Finally. It's the last day of the season. I decided I'm going to leave at like 2:30, head out and go get some doves. So I got my good old trusty that I'm used to shooting. YouTube hasn't showing you. Yeah, even with alerts on, they do that with 2A stuff. They hate us, so they don't let it known. But yeah, I was finally able to get some dove today. Towards the end of the day, before the sun went down, I could have got even more, but I was different times I was searching for the doves after I shot them. I shot 10, as in, and they hit the ground, but 2 of them I could not find worth anything. I thought you had taken a break or something. Me? No, I haven't taken a break. I've been doing it. The one night I did say I probably wasn't going to have one. I ended up having like an hour and a half, 2 hours later. And so then I did another short the next day that said, okay, we're probably going to have all our lives at about 7:30 to 8 Arizona time every night for the next couple nights until I say so instead of 6. Is that an Anaconda? No, that is a Smith & Wesson 460 XVR. 460. Let's see. LOL, I moved my comment. Weird. Which one? Like sometimes while you're typing it out, YouTube doesn't like it and they'll like automatically delete it while you're trying to type it. So you got to reword it to make it go through. I thought you were leaving, Zeus. Wasn't that you that was leaving? Maybe that was somebody else. Oh, that was Bear, I know. Oh, Canella. She came in here. She heard the wrapper. She hears this and then came in because she thinks it's like a cheese stick, but I do have another one of those too right here. It's not quite as stiff sounding, but...
Nella.
I said train the dog to fire a MG42. Oh. Yeah, it's late. You have the G-Night Chrome. It's 11:25. Okay. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully soon we can get back to 6 p.m. So that way people like you, when I get off at 8, it's just 11 for you, not almost 11:30. But we've been going for almost an hour and a half, so. Oh, Skittles, do you want some of this oatmeal whoopie pie? Mm. Thanks for coming by, Zeus. Appreciate it. Don't forget to wash them hands. Yeah. It's 8:27. PM. Canilla, she's waving her hand in the air because she wants some. She's saying please without me asking her. I always do. La la la. I wash my hands before I wash my hands after I wash them. Canilla, right here. Right here. I found a fellow. There you go. All right. See ya. Thanks again for coming by. Oh, Canilla. Just touching the screen, YouTube. Skittles, you want some more? Yeah, you want some more? No, your little ears. 70 of you in the chat. Thanks for coming by to Desert Armory More. Hope you're having a beautiful evening. That's a shotgun, a 12 gauge semi-automatic. It's called a DDI 12, I guess. Made by Atlantic Firearms, or at least that's who sells it. I got it brand new unfired for like $150. Sorry, $250. Buckaroos. On the brokers, on the interwebs. With 3 mags. A 5 and 2 10s or something like that. Or is it a 5, an 8, and a 10? I've shot 2 times now, I think. I could use that, I guess, for the dove. Semi-automatic. I'd rather use my good old faithful Sears and Roebuck. Never failed me. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, guys, Desert Armory and more, we do videos of shooting, videos of talking about guns, showing guns. We do shorts of hiking, of adventure. We're going to have some hunting here shortly. I'm going to post a couple more. And then we do lives every night, usually 6 p.m. Arizona time. But the next few days, still, it's going to be 7:30 to 8. Canella, you're hitting the camera. My dog's pushing the camera around. Neat. Is it reliable or is it a range toy? I hope it's reliable. It's behind my door just in case. When things go bump in the night. When I first started shooting, it wasn't working very well, but that's because it was dry as a bone. So I sprayed it with some stuff. And now it seems to be fine. Box magazine shotguns have some reputation to them. So mine, yeah. Well, they have to make them box because they're squared off. But there we go. This one's a 10. I think I have 2 10s, or is it a 10, an 8, and a 5? AGP Arms is what it's made by, I guess. At least the mag. Gen 3 AZ USA. I didn't buy this in USA. I mean, Arizona. I got it. Well, I did and didn't. I had it shipped to an FFL. Well, I thought I got a pretty good price. I think they're like 4 or something, 5 something. New. Even though it was new. That was a private party, that one. But he sold it through the interwebs. And then I had it sent to an FFL. Transferred my name. But it's fun to shoot. Because it kind of has the feel of an AK. Because of the way it's made. But it's a shotgun, so it's a little bit different, obviously. That's the only semi-automatic shotgun I have. I only shot, was it either 7.5s or number 8s in it? I forget. Is that a Ruger Precision rifle in the back? Yes, it is. It's a 338 Lapua. Usually I don't have it on the table. Last night I did because of a request. Last night's was my worst bolt action, my best bolt action, my worst shotgun, my best shotgun, my worst revolver, as in my favorite, and my worst favorite revolver, my favorite semi-automatic pistol, my worst favorite semi-automatic pistol. I didn't have, and then, yeah, bolt actions. But I didn't have my levers because I do have a favorite of my levers, but I don't have a worst. I just love all my lever actions, every single one of them. Skittles, do you want some more cheese? There you go, bud. Oh, now Canelo wants more. I got that precision rifle for a deal. Normally those are about $2,400 new. Just as is. I got that for 1,200 cheeseburgers, 80 rounds, and a case for 1,200 cheeseburgers. And then I got the $1,200 scope for $450. Then I bought the rings elsewhere online. I forget where. Amazon, I think. They're an off-brand ring, but they're had good ratings. And if they can handle a 338 Lapua, that's fine with me. It's the first gen, but someone upgraded the muzzle blast, the muzzle loader on the front, the brake. So it's a Gen 2 brake. Yeah, they are. I mean, I could have sold it, like flipped it and sold it for probably $2,000. I wouldn't mind getting a precision of some other stuff too, like even a precision 22. Be kind of fun. Just that's kind of a lot of money for a 22. I think you can get them on like GB and other places for cheaper, but I still need a monopod for the back here. And then I need in the front I need to have a tripod or a bipod.
Oh, Skittles. Oh, Skittles. My little butt doggy.
Canella, you're hitting the camera stand again. It's my 2 doggies. They found out that I was eating little snacks in here, cheese sticks and oatmeal whoopie pies. Wonderful deal. Yeah. Yep, it was amazing. Like, I mean, I was shocked when it said the price. I'm like, that's all? He was like, yeah. And it was it was at a pawn shop. So I was like, well, then what did he get it for? I haven't gone really far with it because my local gun range only goes to 500. So it can do 500, no problem. Now, where I was dove hunting this evening afternoon, as well as the other day, they have a spot. It's probably 750. I didn't have my rangefinder on me. It was in my car. It just wasn't on me because I was shooting doves. So I mean, you shoot those in close. You don't use a rangefinder for them. You shoot them while they're flying. Usually, although I got a couple in the tree, 2 of them in a tree. One I found. I don't know where it went. Oh no, I found it later. There was 2 of them right next to each other in a tree, and I didn't think I got the one, even though I saw feathers fly. I came by later, and here it was there, half alive. Finished him off. Grabbed his neck and ripped it off. Graphic. Violent, maybe. But, yeah. Did pretty good, I think. It was a blessing to finally get something this time, last day of the season. Now I know next time, hunt in the evening by that pond. They were coming by like crazy. Because I was there in the morning last time at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Didn't see any. Hardly a thing. But in the evening, they're all flying from the east to the west. Whole bunch of them, just piles of them. Some come right at you, some going at an angle like a skeet. And you're just like, okay, lead it just a little bit, and kaboom! Perfect. It was a blessing. It was nice.
Oh, mosquitoes. Oh, you weren't there. You weren't there, Skittles. No.
The chat's still alive. Don't know if it froze up again. But yeah, we got 8. We shot 10, and we could not find 2 of them. So I had to leave them for the coyotes. And then the sun went down, so I couldn't do any more hunting. Once the sun's down, you can't hunt anymore for dove here. And you can hunt a half hour before sunrise. How do you feel about what happened the other day in Utah, if it's okay to ask? It was dumb. Which one? Wasn't there 2 things? Because wasn't there a school shooting too? No, the thing with Kirk, anybody in their right mind knows that you don't do that. I mean, obviously, it's freedom of speech. You don't off somebody just because you don't like their opinion or where they stand politically or whatever. You just don't do that. Like, that's a no-brainer. And then all these people rejoicing, the libs, that he died. It's like, have a heart. Like, again, where's the sympathy? Like, how would you like it if your grandpa died and we're stomping all over you, or your dad died and we're laughing and carrying on? You would flip out, right? The libs would flip out. And so some people who are doing that, posted that type of stuff on their social media, their bosses found out and fired them. And people are like, well, that's freedom of speech. That's not quite freedom of speech. That's called being inhumane and not having a heart. That's just not even human-like. To laugh and to chant when someone's dying and graffiti different places saying, oh, well, the rest of the Charlie Kirkins need to be offed too. No, that's wrong. So, I used to watch a lot of his shorts. Sorry, Skittles, I got your foot. I used to watch a lot of his shorts. I really appreciated a lot of his stands. Probably not everything. I haven't seen the video, like the raw cut. I haven't. Just like with Trump, I don't agree with everything that he does, but he's definitely better than what we would have had. The thing about it, Charlie Kirk, though, someone asked him what he would want to be remembered by when he dies, and he said his faith and his trust in God or something like that, and that's exactly what he's being remembered for. Hey Eddie, what's up? How is it hanging? How are you doing?
Oh, Skittles. Skittles. What? I don't have any more snacks on me, Skittles. Where's the other? Huh?
He smells those dove on me. Even if I didn't see eye to eye with him on many topics, I feel terrible for sure. Well, that too. they're all laughing and crying and carrying on. It's like, well, what about his wife and 2 children? Like, they don't even have a heart for them either. What's up? We're talking about, he just asked about Charlie, if I might mind talking about it a little bit. And then we did a dove hunt this evening. And so I started out the live with clean the dove. And then I rearranged a few of the things on the table. Some of the stuff same as yesterday, but some of it's not, just real quickly. Been busy as of late. Okay, yeah, sure. 10 of you in the chat. Appreciate you coming by. Double tap that screen and subscribe if you like this type of stuff. And if you don't, well, you don't have to subscribe if you don't want. You can enjoy listening if you'd like. We'd prefer if you did, but it's up to you. If you're undecided, you can check out my channel. I have shorts of shooting, shorts of hiking, shorts of exploring mines, some caves, shorts of talking about gun and some of the histories. Then I have a couple long form formats of doing some welding on some gun parts. A long format of me making some 25 rimfire Stevens out of 17 WSM, stuff like that. No. Yes and no, just because it is an easy shot to make. People keep saying, oh no, it's not easy, it's not easy. Well, One Shot TV just today said how easy it was, and he used everything against him to try it. And sure enough, he could have easily did it. He could have easily redid the shot. He's like, all you need is like an hour of range time, and you know exactly what to do. And 200 yards or less, whatever it was, because at first I said 200, but then it ended up being less than that. Anybody can do within an hour of range time trying to figure out, even on a cheap rifle. Sure, it's not one MOA at 100 yards. I think his was, when he tried it with a Savage Access, he got 3 inches at 147 yards or something like that. One Shot TV. It doesn't take a professional to make that shot. No, it doesn't. And he had a decent rifle for it. Decent, even though it was kind of ugly. It was a the way the rings were mounted were weird for the scope. Like if it was a hurried job, like it was shoved way up by the turrets and half into where the bolt action goes for the front ring. It was weird. Not a clapped out AR with a Chinese red dot, and even then, right? Well, actually, a scope's better for that distance than a red dot. Well, not really. Only 100 something. A red dot's fine. It's once you're pushing maybe 250, 300. Red dots, to me, aren't any good. You need to switch over to a scope. Hey, what's up? Tanmay Duda All Rounder. Glock 17KA gun. Dikhao 6000 Walagan Dikhao Kumka Kaharadinda. I don't know that language, unfortunately. But welcome to the chat. And there was no wind at all to interfere with shots. So it was like a perfect. I mean, there might have been a teeny little, afternoon, morning breeze, whatever it was, but it was like probably like 1 mile an hour or something. Yeah, it was like nothing. Tanmay, I cannot read what you said, unfortunately. I'm thinking you said something about you have a Glock 17, something with 6,000. Don't know what that is. But thanks for coming by. Double tap that screen and subscribe if you could. If you want to see more of this stuff, look at my other lives, and as well as I got a lot of shorts, 180 something videos I have so far. We'll get more, obviously. We're going to load some more up this evening of my lives. Oh, thanks for subscribing, whoever did. Might have been you, Tanmay. Thank you for coming and subscribing if that was you. Yeah, I could have made that shot when I was a little kid. Because growing up, we shot my dad's 270. Now, that was a 30-06. But my dad had a 270 Savage Access. I have a 308 Savage Access, which is what One Shot TV used. Because it was the cheapest rifle he had. And he's like, you could do it with the cheapest rifle you want, the cheapest ammo, the cheapest scope, and it would do exactly the same. And yeah, just all the odds against him. And I think there was even a little breeze too. But yeah, there's definitely an easy way to do that. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I could almost do that. Not quite. I would have to try practice some, but that TTI Canic there, I know it could do 100 yards. I've never tried it though. I have with that pistol. This revolver, I did was it 150? Out of 5 shots in that, I made 3 of them hit the 150. That's pretty good, I think. It's a 460. You got lucky with one shot. So, One Shot TV was talking about it, and he said he thinks he was probably aiming for a different spot, not exactly his neck. Which is kind of like with Trump. They were probably more than likely heading for his head or his body mass. Ken May, I'm sorry, I can't read that. I know you say something about a gun. Don't know what you're saying, unfortunately. YouTube needs to come up with a translator on the fly. I mean, they do all sorts of stuff. They should be able to come up with that one. So I can't read that, unfortunately. Thanks for subscribing. Maybe that's what you're saying. Something about subscribing and something about a gun being good. I'm not sure. And you like the collection, maybe? Because the round dropped, I believe, and hit him low. Probably. It's a 30-06, so it will slow down a little more than a 270. If you would have used that, or something with a little more oomph, that was a long action as well, because the round dropped. Yeah. Okay, I just read that one. I mean, you could get 30-06s that'll go that far, no problem, but you just got to have it sighted in, obviously, with knowing what you're doing. Bro, you're cracking me up. Which one? Me? About how I'm saying I don't know what he's saying? Maybe. Main to Baharat Istanma Hoga Barond Main Karacha Java Hai. Something like that. If it was Spanish, I could figure it out, or Portuguese, or French, maybe. I do not own any machine guns, no. I'm thinking he's saying something like that with that last one. And they are all mine, and they're legal. They're all registered to me. And I live in the United States, in Arizona, southern Arizona. There, that might have covered it all. You could shoot a AK that far, no problem, or an AR, let alone a shotgun with slugs in it. Your English isn't very good, but your Hindi's okay. You speak Hindi, got it there. But your English isn't very good. That's what I think you're saying. You could understand it, but you can't speak it very well. I believe that's what you're saying. The shooter obviously didn't understand point of aim, point of impact, or he didn't have his hold right. Correct. Okay, something about a 9mm bullet. That one I don't know, other than you're saying a 9mm bullet. I can see that. That one's a 9. That one right there is a 9mm. Right here. And that one's a 357 Magnum. Right there. That's a 45 Colt round. This is a 460 Smith & Wesson. That's a 25 ACP. That's a little revolver that's a 32 Smith & Wesson short. Semi-auto shotgun. This one here is a little 32 rimfire Remington number 4 rolling block. This is an Ivor Johnson 410 single shot. And then my 10 gauge Beretta Silverhawk made in the 40s. And then my Sniper 338 Lapua. YouTube hasn't been notifying me of any of your lives lately. That is YouTube. Double check real quick, but they'll still do that for some reason. I got one of them for FAL Man. Sorry, not FAL Man. The Arms Room, but I wasn't able to get on. Then the other day, he was on for only 45 minutes. And I think they shut him off. Because he's still talking away and all of a sudden, clunk, the thing shut off. And I'm like, well, I watched like 5 minutes before. He didn't touch anything. I mean, he's using a little pointer stick with a sword and all that. Arms Room 24, he didn't touch a thing. So if they shut him off, what for? I have no idea. But yeah, some people's I haven't been getting. Utah Dad, I haven't been getting his, but I get his notifications when he does his push-ups. and his other little stuff, yeah, all notifications are on. That's because they don't want to push two-way content. So even if you're signed up to the guilds with everything on, they're not going to alert you because they don't want it. Yep, they do that all the time. Yeah, exactly. For real. Yeah, for real, man. For real, brother. They do that all the time. It's really sad. No pistol kabata kaya pistol bakari karaoga kaya. Don't know what you're saying, brother. They do the same to me. Yep. Something about a pistol and it's not something with a pistol. Not sure, brother, unfortunately. I get notifications like 12 hours after I have to come on here and find out you guys are live half the time. Right. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I'll get some too notifications, and then I'll click on it, and all it is, it's the notification saying that a live was done, and he uploaded the live as a video format. What happened with the subscriber thing? What do you mean? This one? Earlier, I didn't have it on because it was having some problems. It said it needed updated, but there was no update for it, so I deleted it and then put it back on. Still said it needed an update, so it made no sense. I'll just put update for later. Other than that, I'm not sure. I remember the golden days where Demo and Kentucky were on the main page of YouTube and were even recommended. Yep, same. Speaking of Kentucky, he just did one today. I just started listening to it a little bit. It's that lever action mare's leg 4570. I'm like maybe 3 minutes into it, and that was all. Hickok too. Yep, I still get his recommended. As in, like, on a front page as well as Kentucky. Obviously, Demo's not on anymore. Like, he'll be a couple videos down, usually. Since I've watched so many of that type of stuff. No, I mean YouTube taking away subscribe. Great. Yes. They took 13 away again. I was at 807. It went down to 794. Then I got up to like 811, 812, and then it dropped to 810. No, 807, 809. I forget. When we got in here, we had 812, I think. We got one subscription so far, which I don't care tonight. I'm just here to talk and then have fun with the... I was cleaning out those birds earlier, the dove that I shot this evening. Oh, let's see here. Bye-bye. Disturb. Have a nice day. Live video. Okay, thank you. Tanmay, thanks for coming by. I could understand that a little bit. And if you want to come by again, turn your notifications on. We're usually on the next few days, 7:30 to 8 p.m. Arizona time. Normally 8 p.m. or sorry, 6 p.m. But I will resume to 6 p.m. Arizona time here shortly in the next few days. I will do a short of that when that happens. When I switch back. But thanks for coming by and subscribing. I appreciate that. Only 3 of you in the chat. We're almost at 2 hours, so that makes sense. Hey, Joey Maia. Sorry if I'm butchering that. My most expensive gun would actually be the 2 that's on the table. So that Lapua 338 in the back, that's a sniper. That would be my most expensive. The next one would be this double barrel 10 gauge Silverhawk. It's a Beretta made in 1940. Paul Herrera's death hit the gun community like a brick. Yeah. So he was one that never got suggested to me on YouTube, even though I watched all the guys that watched him. It wasn't until he was really sick and he was barely posting that I found out about it because people were talking about him, that he wasn't going to live very long, and he did a couple more posts. So, like, I wish I would have known him a lot sooner, but I didn't. So I really never got to really know him. Hickok I knew for quite a while now, 3-4 years probably. Same with Demo Ranch, Kentucky Ballistics, Brandon Herrera. Brandon Herrera, I used to not watch a lot. I'm watching him pretty much all of them now, but he's toned down a little bit on his language. especially because he's running for Congress. I mean, for what is it, Congress again? The District 23, is it? Over in Texas again. Good for him. I hope he wins. Yeah, I did. I got one of his lives one time. Sorry, not lives. A posted video, and it said broke my leg, and he had it like up in a cast on a chair or something, and he was talking about how he broke it. I think, can't remember, and he might have had a gun in front of him. I can't remember. I heard YouTube takes subscribers or takes away the bot accounts. Apparently, yes, they take away the bot accounts, but the thing is how do they know what's a bot and what's not? And they'll just manually take away something that could even be real. They also take away accounts that are minors. Like if you're under 16, you're considered a YouTube minor. And so they do not recognize those as real accounts. So they'll take those away too. Because they know that you're younger than 16. If you're 16 or older, you can do lives by yourself with no adults around. You can do all sorts of stuff. But if you're 15 and younger and you're doing a live, you need an adult with you. Which the other day someone was playing a game and their voice sounded like they were 13. I mentioned there, I said, I think you're not supposed to be doing a live until an adult comes in there. It's not like I'm trying to tattle on you, but yeah, I used to not know who he was either. He's a gun tuber. Let's see here. Brandon is okay, but I think he knows his audience, as in edgy teenagers. And we're not teenagers anymore. I'm 35. I haven't been a teenager in years. Oh, that thing's cool. Yeah, and he's slowly refining it even more. Let's see. The last time he was on, that range that has the tanks. I forget what it's called. He was firing it again over there after some more tweaks. That's when Donut Operator was over there shooting it too. But then they also did a shooting. Donut Operator and him own a original MP7 full auto. And they shot it over there too. That sounds cool. That was really neat. But those things, like you said, they're really expensive. That's why they split it. They were able to finally find one. Of course, they're super expensive and they split it. So I've seen kids doing lives all the time on YouTube and they don't do anything about it. Yes, but then they knock us, right? They do all sorts of other dumb stuff. It's crazy what they allow that's not legal, but us that's doing stuff that's legal, they don't like. But yeah, if you can do lives if you're under 16 if you have someone that's 16 or older with you. So that might happen fairly often. I wouldn't doubt it. But yeah, the other day someone was doing a live, and you could tell by their voice they were like 13, because their voice didn't change yet. It was a little kid, and they were definitely too young. They were saying, "Yeah, I decided to do the live. I'm waiting for so and so to come, but he's taking too long, so I just decided to start it and this, that, and the other." And so I was like, "Okay, legally you can't do that, little boy." I don't have my water over here again. Let me get it. Alright, I'm back. I actually got orange juice instead. Blossom John's back. Or maybe he was already on before. Let's see. They should have had bulletproof last round. Yeah, I know, right? I've seen full-on tutorials on homemade SMGs, but they go nuts over lives or reviews. Yep. Paul Harrell was the kind of guy that legends they could be. Wish they could be, yeah. That's some good orange juice. I just picked it up today. After work, I went into town to Safeway, got some groceries. After I installed a glass storm door Came up pretty good. I've never did a that type of storm door. The top glass, when it slides down, pulls down a screen that's wound up into the top of the door. It's pretty unique. It's an Anderson, so it's a high-end door. I think though it was only 300 something, which I didn't think was too bad for the storm door that unique looking. Then tomorrow I'm helping my brother-in-law build a shed, and I also have to line up customers for the rest of the week. I have like 3 or 4 people I got to return their calls here soon, otherwise they're not going to want to hire me. So, should we touch one of the guns real quick? That way they block me. But yeah, now I know next dove hunt I am going to go in that same place, get there a little before 4 and just set up. Hopefully no one's over there shooting. And you can stand right in the middle on these platforms and just twist this way and that way with your shotgun. I wish I could do more than 3 rounds in my gun at a time. I believe that's the law here. You put 1 in the chamber and 2 in the tube. So get those 3 done and hurry up and load another one because another one's coming, and then load 3 more in and almost rushing. Then you got to remember where they are. Dumb thing reset. Then you got to remember where they all landed. And 2 of them I could not find. They're just gone. So 2 of them Coyote got. The thing is that pond's drying up, so I hope it fills up a little bit more before quail and before nor dove come. Hey, what's up? What's up, R004? Do you go to gun store and buy all the cheapest junk you can find? Nope. I do not. I buy stuff with purpose usually. I'm not sure what you call junk on the table, other than there is 2 junk ones on there, I guess. There's a reason why there's 2 junk ones, because last night's live was talking about my worst guns I have, so 2 of those are still on the table. But other than that, that's a Smith & Wesson 460. That ain't junk. That's a Canik TTI Combat made by Terran Tactical. That ain't junk. Beretta Silverhawk 10 gauge made in 60. That ain't junk. 338 Lapua Ruger Precision. That ain't junk. Antique rolling block 32 rimfire. That ain't junk. 410 shotgun Ivor Johnson. That ain't junk. 45 Colt Smith. It's a Cimarron. That ain't junk. 357 Magnum Ruger. That definitely ain't junk. That's junk. That is too. That one doesn't even work. Those were from last night's live, so they're still on the table. Those are both junk. They were part of my worst revolver and worst semi-automatic. So those 2 are junk. You're right about those 2, brother. What's the one by the 32 revolver? The little guy? That one? That's my Lorson 25. I have another 25. It's a Jennings, but it's way better than the Lorson. The Lorson's the bottom of the barrel. They're worse than Ravens. They're a Saturday night, fly-by-night thingy. I got it for really cheap from a thrift swap meet. I actually got the Jennings even cheaper, but it works better. That one might need a little help more, but the Lorson, I did some buffing on the ramp and some of the parts, but it still doesn't want to feed right. So I think the ramp needs its approach ground down a little bit, less abrupt, and then rebuff it, and it should work, because that's what's happening. On the ramp, it jams with rounded nose or hollow points from that I was trying out different powers to see if one worked better. Just finished making a new side plate for an old top brake. Made a hand spring as well. Side plate. Like for the trigger? That little side plate? Eddie, the last one I saw was Who Else Is Live Tonight When This Live Ends. I got here late. Is that what you mean? That one I saw. I just never read it. I'm trying to think if I had any pop up. Let me check on my tablet. Just grabbing the tablet, YouTube. Not touching guns. Let me see who else is on that's live right now. Okay, so a couple of them are. Here you go. So FAL Man, EDC, Ken Rods, Nino's 9mm, Vanto, and Brooks Babel's Battlefield. Whatever that is. Who got banned? I like the one on Smith & Wesson, which covers all of the okay, gotcha. So yeah, quite a few of them are. I'll be off here shortly because we're at the 2-hour mark. We got 7 people in here. %40 chance of rain tomorrow over here. Oh, I was asking about the revolvers. They must have taken it down. No, you didn't. I didn't see that. Nope. I'm going to go. Take care, man. Yeah, no problem, LA Colt. I'm going to quit here in a little bit. There's only 7 of you. I started the chat at just over 2 hours ago, so we're at 9:04. So we must have started just barely after 7, which was good. I did those dove cleaning earlier and whatnot. So, yeah, guys, I will sign off myself here. Really appreciate you all coming by to Desert Armory and More, where we do lives. Thank you for the subscription. We got 1 of them tonight. That's better than none. Hopefully it stays. And then, yeah, we do lives of talking about guns, whatever, people asking questions, all sorts of things happening. I do shorts of shooting, shorts of hiking. I'm going to load up some of the shorts of my hunting today. I didn't have a whole bunch of, obviously, me shooting just because I didn't have anywhere to put the, what do you call it? The phone. I got 8. Was technically 10. I got 10, couldn't find 2 of them, so I took 8 home. The allotted limit per day is 15. Today was the last day. We try to catch them in the next one. Okay, so normally I do it 6 p.m. Arizona time. The next couple of days I'll probably still do it 7:30 to 8. Today was a little bit earlier than 7:30 starting. Once I change that back to the 6 p.m. Arizona time, I'll let you guys know on a short. So if you're subscribed, you'll get all that stuff, and it'll be in the feeds or whatever. Hopefully they notify you. You know how YouTube is again. And then, yeah, we do shorts of exploring mines, shorts of hiking, shorts of some of my handyman works. If you like that stuff too, subscribe, double tap the screen. But yeah, thank you for coming by, y'all. We appreciate you coming by a lot. It was a very small live today. I mean, we probably got less than 1,000 people that showed up in total. So appreciate you coming by to Desert Armory and More. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Trust God in those times of uncertainties instead. And our prayers continue to go out for the Kirk family. Blessings on them as they mourn and go from here. You have a blessed evening, blessed night, blessed rest of your life. Until next time, folks, signing off.